Floyd Collins is touted as being the greatest caver in the world, but that reputation was obtained only after his tragic death in 1925 from being trapped in a small and unstable crawlway in Sand Cave, Kentucky. Because the rescue was well publicized, it captured the hearts, minds, and hopes of millions of Americans. Not only was the rescue attempt a dramatic story, but the fact that thousands of Americans showed up at Sand Cave, Kentucky to watch, wait, and hope made Floyd into a great American folk hero. Because of the drama, the tragedy, and the excitement of the event, people from all walks of life began collecting memorabilia about Floyd Collins. As time went on, the photographs, letters, old film clips, banners, and other items increased in value, making these collections quite valuable. This video is about some of the Floyd Collins collectors and their collections, and describing their old photographs, postcards, newsreels, and other items. The story of Floyd Collins and his untimely death is told. A handwritten letter from Ellis Jones to John Benton provides some detail about Floyd before his death in 1925. Ellis Jones was a car mechanic in Cave City who worked on Floyd's car in the early 20s. He also went caving with Floyd in Crystal Cave. Here is a portion of the letter that Ellis wrote, read by John Benton.
Mr. Benton, in regards to Floyd Collins, my wife and me moved to Cave City in 1919, where I first met Floyd Collins, early one morning, when he walked from Crystal Cave to Cave City, 14 miles, with an automobile battery in a sack on his back. I charged the battery up and took it back to Crystal Cave and installed it in his Crow car. He invited me to go into Crystal Cave with him. He said he had found and explored an 18-hour passage under Flint Ridge with a 100-foot waterfall, but he didn't want me to tell no one.
One of the best items that really shows the activities that took place during the rescue attempt is from Bill Halliday's collection. It is a segment of 16mm newsreel film. The story of how Dr. Halliday obtained this film is of some interest. Dr. Halliday.
The tape you are about to see came into my possession in 1970, 1975, thereabouts, in a very strange way. I happened to be talking to Mr. Edward Post, Ed Post, attorney for some of the Collins family. He told me, just in passing, that he had this film and was about to throw it in the garbage, along with some other material that he still hadn't thrown away. My hair stood on end, and I practically got down on my knees, and he was actually quite happy to give it to me. Fox News, Cave City, Kentucky. We start off by looking into the mouth of Sand Cave when the digging operation was already in progress. That is not a fallen tree. That is a tree that has been cut down and lashed to another to make a hoist for the dirt and rocks that were being excavated from the shaft that they were trying to dig down to Floyd unsuccessfully. You see Army people there. This was after the National Guard had been called in to control the crowds. Here you see barbed wire in place keeping the crowds back from the site of the rescue operation.